Hello everyone. I hope everything is good after the hurricane and none happened to your house or family or anything. Yeah, today we're going to start with a new topic, which is linear functions. Last week we finished the package, like the prior package, which was basically inequalities and absolute value. So now we're going to start this. I'm sorry for the time. We are doing it today 2 hours before the normal time. It's just that it was more comfortable to me doing it now, and I asked through Discord everything like and like anyone said that it was like that they couldn't attend this time, so that's the reason. But now let's continue. Well, let's begin with this new topic. First, write an equation of the line that passes through the points in the table. Before doing this, the first part and the main thing you need to know about linear equations is the formula, which is y equal mx plus b. X comma y are the points, are the coordinates. So this you see x, y. So this will be -1 comma -8 um 75, 2 comma -3.5, so on. So those are the coordinates. M is the slope, which is the rate of change or the amount of the change that occurs in the y every 1x, which is basically like in this equation y equal 3x plus 7. This is the equation that I made right now. So 3x plus 7. The slope will be 3, and that will mean that every 1x there are like 3 more y's. So it will be like 1 to the like this is basically rise over room, so it will be 1, 2, 3 rise over 1 room. Since I have mentioned before that if we have an integer, like an entire number, the number that is before is just a 1, so it will be 3 over 1. It will be 1, 2, 3 rise over 1 round. And that's basically it. Alright. Okay, wait. Better. I hope you understood that. Now for the B, which is 7 in this case, it just means the y-intercept, which is the point in which the line touches the y-axis, which is the vertical axis. In this case, we know that if x is 0, y is going to be 7, so this will be 0, 7. We can translate like we can do y equal 3 times 0 plus 7 since x is equal to 0, and we're going to add like 3 times 0 is obviously 0, so we add that y equals 7. And that's basically what b means. Now in this case we have these numbers, but we don't have um the y-intercept or anything like that, but we can calculate it. To calculate an equation, we're going to use another formula that I explain right now, but first let's calculate the slope. The slope is going to be the formula for the slope. I'll put it right here. So this is the formula for the slope. S slope is going to be m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. which in this case I'm going to use 2 as this is going to be x2, going to be x1, this is y1, this is y2. So the slope here will be m equal negative 3.5 minus negative 8.75 over 2 minus 1. Now we substitute this, is going to be minus is just positive, so this will be negative 3.5 plus 8.75, and this is going to be 2 plus 1. This is minus times minus is just positive. Now they have different signs, so we subtract to get we subtract them and keep the sign of the greater number, which is going to be 8, so our answer is going to be positive, and 8.75 minus 3.5 is going to be 5.25, and 2 plus 1 is 3. And now we can go to our calculator. 5.75 divided by 3 is, oops, is 25 divided by 3 is 1.75, so our slope is going to be 1.75. Now we have our slope, and we are just missing the v of the equation. Wait, let me delete this so we can do it here. Now, you know that the formula of a slope is this one. Something that we can do with this formula is that it's just like since I have this y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 equal m, I could say that y2 minus y1 is equal m x2 minus x1. We can be read it as y minus y1 equal m times x minus x1. And this is the formula we are going to use to calculate the equation, to create the equations. Since we don't have by beforehand the y-intercept, which is the v, so we need to calculate it without the v. And when we come here and I use that equation, which is basically another way to write the slope formula, I have the y minus, I'm going to use this point. You can use whichever point. I'm just going to use this one because it doesn't have a decimal, so it's going to be easier to use. So y minus 7 equal, we calculated that m is 1.75, so 1.75 times x minus 8. So multiply the multiplication distribution, so y minus 7 equal 1.75x minus, since they have different signs, so 8, oops, times 1.75 is 14, so minus 14, and now we add 7 in both sides, and we get that y. However, I'll write it right here. Y equal, so this cancel out. 1.75x and 14, negative 14 plus 7, they have different signs, so we subtract them and keep the sign of the greater one. So 14 minus 7 is 7, and since the 14 is negative, it will be minus 7. And this right here is our answer. This is the equation of the line that passes through those points. And if you want to check it, you can go to calculator, which I have it right. This is Desmos graphing calculator. You can Google it and it will like you can see it. And we go 1.75x minus 7. It's going to look something like this. Is 2 common negative like you see here. 2 common negative 3.5 is one of the points, the other is 5 comma 1.75. Wait, here, right here. And so, now 2. Basically the same, we're going to calculate the slope. So, slope is y2, 0.5 minus y1, negative 8.5 over x2, 1 minus x1. Um, this all will become positive, like this will become positive, so it will be 0.5 plus 8.5, 1 plus 2. Since it's minus and minus, so this will be positive in both sides. And now 0.5 plus 8.5 is 9, and 1 plus 2 is 3, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So our slope is going to be 3. Now to calculate the equation, which is what we need, we're going to use this formula. And we have the y minus, for y1, you choose this. You can choose whichever number you want. So y minus 0.5 equal m, which is going to be 3, times x minus 1. So y minus 0.5 equal 3x minus 3. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. And now we add 0.5 in both sides. Oops, we cancel. And we have that. I'm going to write it right here. Y equal 3x. Now, they have different signs, so we subtract them and we're going to get 2.5. And since the 3 is negative, it's going to be minus 2.5. And this is our equation. Now, let's keep going. This is like pretty easy, so if you don't understand, just let me know. I'll explain it again, something like specific. Since it is the first time that you're like seeing it, it can be a little bit difficult, but don't worry. Now we're going to use these 2 points. They look prettier to work with. I have my slope. It's going to be -4 minus -3 over 4 minus 2. Now this is going to be -4 plus 3, since minus times minus is just positive, over 4 minus 2 is 2, and then like they have different sign, so 4 minus 3 is 1, and since the 4 is negative, it's just -1 over 2. Now this is our slope. And now we can use the equation, which is going to be y minus 4, why not, equal 1 over 2 x minus 4. Now, y minus 4 equal, minus and minus is positive, so -1 over 2. I keep this still in the parentheses. For like x plus 4, And now y minus 4 equal 1 and negative 1 over 2 times x is just negative 1 over 2x. And negative 1 over 2 times 4, we multiply the denominators. So this will be, L times 4. This will be negative 1 times 4, which is negative 4. They have different sign. And 2 times 1, which is 2. So this is going to be equal negative 2. Like negative 4 divided by 2 is just negative 2. So this will be minus 2. Now we add 4 in both sides. And we get that y equal negative 1 over 2x. And 4 minus 2 is just 4. Like it's just 2 positive. So this is our equation. Now for like number 4, we have, okay, yeah, why not? I'm going to use those, and we have the m equal negative 14.5, oops, 14.5 minus 2.5 over 4 minus 1. So this is going to be, I'll write it right here. Yep, it's going to be negative 4 14.5 plus 2.5 over 3, and this will be, they have different signs, so we subtract each other and keep the sign of the bigger one. 14 minus 2.5 is just, like 14.5 minus 2.5 is just 12, and since the 14 is negative, it's going to be negative 12 over 3. And now 12 divided by 3 is 4, and since they have different sign, our result is going to be negative, so negative 4. Now we use the same to calculate it. I'm going to use this, not this point. You can use whichever, don't worry. So this will be y minus 2.5 equal negative 4, which is our m, our slope, x minus 1. So we have that y plus 2.5. Since minus is positive, equal negative 4x, negative 1, and negative 4 times negative 1, since they have the different, like since they have the same sign, our result is going to be positive, and 4 times 1 is just 4. Now we subtract 2.5 from both sides, and we have that y equal negative 4x, and now 4 minus 2.5 is just 1.5 positive. This is our equation. To keep going, we have that m equals 12.7 minus 2.7 over 5 minus 1. Now, 12.7 minus 2.7 is just 10. 5 minus 1 is just 4. And this is 2.5. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. Now this is our slope, so we use the equation and we have that y minus 2.7 equal 2.5 x minus 1. So I have that y minus 2.7 is equal to 2.5x, and now 2.5 times negative 1 is just negative 2.5. Now we add 2.7 in both sides. This cancel, we get that y equal to 2.5x. plus now the we have to negative 2.5 and positive 2.7. Since they have different signs, we should start the greater minus the lower, which is going to be 2.7 minus 2.5, which is 0.2. And I know it's going to be positive because 2.7 is positive. And this is our equation. Now the last one is going to be, oh, no, never mind. The last one is going to be equal 1 minus 0 over 1 minus 2. So this will be 1 minus 0 is just 1. This will be 1 plus 2 since minus positive. So we have 1 over 3 and this is our slope. And we use the other formula, we have the y minus, I'm going to use this. 1 equal 1 over 3 x minus 1. So this is going to be y minus 1 equal 1 over 3x minus 1 over 3 multiplied by negative 1 is just negative 1 over 3. Now we add 1 in both sides. This cancel and now we have this. So we have negative 1.3 plus 1. They have different signs, so we should start the greater from the smaller. The greater is going to be 1. So we have the y equal 1 over 3x. Wait. And now it will be 1 minus 1 over 3. Oops. Okay. So this will be 1 minus 1 over 3. The 1 is positive, so we just give the positive sign here. And we want to have the same denominator, so 3. Now, 3 divided by 1, since this is 1 over 1, so 3 divided by 1 is 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. So this is going to be 3 minus, since we keep the sign, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, so 3 minus 1. Now, 3 minus 1 is 2, and we keep the denominator, which is 3. So this is going to be 1 over 3x plus 2 over 3. And that's the equation. Now, slope. Now let's see this part, this question. So write an equation in a slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the given point. This is a slope-intercept form. So it's basically what we have been doing. Let me just make sure that's a slope. Oops, that's a slope-intercept form. Linear slope intercept form. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's basically just to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Now we have 2 points, and that's all we need. So we calculate the slope. It's basically what we did from the first 6 exercises. So we calculate the slope. We have m equal negative 6 minus 6 over negative 5 minus 3. And now they have the same sign, so we you had we just add them together and keep the sign. 6 plus 6 is 12, so this is going to be negative 12. Now, this is negative 5 plus 3, since 9 minus and minus is plus. So, they have different sign. We subtract them and keep the sign of the greater one, which is 5 minus 3 is 2, but since the 5 is negative, we're going to put negative 2. Now, they are both negative, so the signs cancel and the result is positive. Since they are both negative, they both have the same sign, so the result needs to be positive. And 12 divided by 2 is just 6, and we have our m. Now we use the same formula, y minus, okay, minus 6 equal 6, which is our m, x minus, minus 3 is like 2 minus, so this is going to be positive 3. I close the parentheses. Now, y minus 6 is going to be equal 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 3 is 18. We add 6 in both sides. And this is going to be, okay, this is going to be y equal, wait, oops. Six x 18 plus 6 is just 24. And that's our answer. Now for 8 is the same. I'm going to say m equal negative 4 minus minus 4. This is going to be 5 minus 2. So this is like minus and minus is positive, so this is going to be negative 4 plus 4. They have different signs, so we subtract them. We're going to get 0. Like 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3, but if, like 0 divided by any number is just 0. So our slope is 0. So we can use the same formula. We're going to get y minus 4, which is just positive. Minus 4, which is the same, plus 4, equals 0 times x minus 2. Now, since all numbers multiplied by 0 is just 0, we can say that y plus 4 is equals 0. So we subtract 4 in both sides. This cancel and we get the y equal negative 4. And this is our equation. You can, no, you already know, never mind. So that's basically it for number 8. And for number 9, we have equal 14 minus 18 and 7 minus 7, which is the same as 7 plus 7. And we have 14 minus 18 is the same as negative 18 minus 14, which is 4. And 7 plus 7 is 14. Now we can simplify a little bit. We divide both sides by 2 and we get that this is 2. Like negative 2. 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So is going to be negative 2 over 7. Now we have our slope, so we say that y minus 14 equal negative 2 over 7 x minus 7. So y minus 14 into equal negative 2x over 7 or negative 2 over 7x. Now, I'm going to do this in the other side so you can visualize it better. We have negative 2 over 7 multiplying negative 7 over 1 since it is an entire number. Now, here they're both negative, so we know that our result needs to be positive, so I can do that for now. Another thing is that you see that there's 7 here, there's another 7 here, and when you're multiplying fractions, you can basically just simplify as I did here. In diagonal, which is basically like this, or like one over the other, which is like this. And now since I have this to 7, I can say that 7 divided by 7 is 1, and that 7 like divided by 7, this is negative 7, which negative 7 divided by 7 is going to be negative 1. So this is basically going to be negative 2 over 1 multiplied by negative 1 over 1. Since both denominator over 1, I don't care about them, they are not going to make a difference. All number divided by 1 is just the same number, and negative 2 multiplied by negative 1 is just positive 2. Now we add 14 in both sides. This cancels out and we get that y equal negative 2 over 7x plus 16. That's basically our answer. If you want to, like, you can always go here, come here. Negative 2 over 7x plus 16. So you want to think, like you see, 7 times 40 here, and negative 7, 18 here, which are the points they are giving us, and the y-intercept is 16. Now on this side, write an equation that is the best represented by the graph. Okay. Okay. Now, first we need to see 2 points in the graph. Oh, wait, we don't need that. You know that the slope, as I explained it before, slope is going to be equal, which, oh, the slope is m, just in case. It's going to be equal rise over from. Now you need to be careful because as you see here, it's like every 4 squares there's going to be 2 points. So this means that this is going to be 1, this is going to be 1, this is going to be negative 1, and this is going to be negative 1. But you can say that this is what I would do is just like consider each square as 0.5. So rise is going to be up, so this will be 1, 2, 3. So this will be 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 rise over run, which is 1, 2, 0.5 plus, oops, plus 0.5. Now, 0.5 times 3 is just 1.5, and 0.5 times 2 is just 1. So this will be 1.5 over 1, which is rise over room, which can be only 1.5. Now we have our slope, so we know that y will be equal 1.5x plus b. Now b is our y-intercept. And if we see that each square is 0.5, basically this is 1 and this is 0, we know that this is going to be 0.5. So we can just say that our b is 0.5. Now to do this, you can always do the same as we did before, and I'm going to do right now, just in case you don't see it this way. And I'm going to select 2 points. So this point is it's easier to see. So this point is 1 comma 2, and this point here is negative 1 comma 1, and these are the 2 points I'm going to use. I'm going to calculate this slope, which is going to be 2 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1, which is the same as 1 plus 1. So we have, wait, oh, this is minus. So it will be 2 minus 1, which is plus 1. And now 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 plus 1 is 2, so 3 over 2, which is you divide it is 1.5, and you can always go here. If you like don't know, and you're going to see that it's 1.5. So it has the same slope. And now if you want to know b, which is the y-intercept, we have y minus 2 equal 1.5 x minus 1. Y minus 2 equal 1.5 x, and 1.5 multiplied by negative 1 is just negative 1.5. Now we add 2 in both sides, and we have this cancel, and we have the y equal 1.5 x. Now 2 minus 1.5 is just positive 0.5. And as you see, this is exactly the same as this. You can just use the way that is easier for you. But for the next one, I'm just going to visualize the graph, since for my opinion, that's the easiest and faster way, and that's going to be the last exercise we're doing today. Now, in this case, it's also the same. Every square is going to be 0.5, as you see here. 4 square are 2, so this is basically 1. This is 1. This is negative 1. This is negative 1. And for my slope, I say this point and this point. So I will say rise 1. For I will use this point. So the rise it could be 1 instead of 0.5. So it will be 1 and 2, which is 0.5 times 2, which is 1 unit. So this is 0.5 and this is 0.5. And if we add them together, like 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1. So 1, 2. Oops. Now the room is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, so 0.5 times 6 is 3. So our slope of m is going to be 1 over 3. Now, as you see here, the y-intercept is like weird, we cannot visualize it by the eye. So in this case, if you are not sure about it, at some point, like with time, you're going to visualize and say, okay, this is the y-intercept, but that comes with the time of the practice. So what I recommend is just doing the calculation. You can select 2 points. One of the easiest one to use is just 1,1, which is this one. So I will say that y minus 1 equal 1 over 3, x minus 1. No. So y minus 1 equal 1 over 3x and 1 over 3 times negative 1 is just minus 1 over 3. Now we add 1 both sides. This cancel and we have the y equal 1 over 3x. Now, in this case, it's exactly the same as I explained before, like the exact same number and everything. So it's basically this. It's the exact same thing. So this is going to be, they have different signs, so this is going to be 1 minus 1 over 3. Now we want them to have the same denominator, so I'm going to use 3. Now 3 divided by 1, since it's like 1 is basically 1 over 1. So 3 divided by 1 is 3, and 3, like 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, so 3. Also minus, we want to keep the sign. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So it's going to be 1. Now 3 minus 1 is 2. And we keep the denominator. So we know that our b is going to be like positive 2 over 3. And that's basically it. If you have any question, just go to the Discord channel, text me, send me an email. I'm here to help you. Yeah, have a great day, great week, and be careful. And stay safe, especially with all the hurricane like season that we are right now.